There is still light to be uncovered within the land of shadow.
That's the end of that maggot. Now let's get back to business. Yeah! What was that noise? When the Grave Walker tries to use some of his witchery on the ground. Yeah. Work on a piece like that. They don't box rations out the grog when they don't think we've done good enough.
Here, take this. I want someone watching over Queen Marwen at all times. I'm afraid she may do harm to herself. Now go. Mother, what is happening to you? Is this gift worth the price you are paying?
The end of darkness is worth whatever price. Such is the spirit of Nurnen Nithariel.
Nurnen needs you, Mother. These visions do not bring us enough benefit to befit your loss.
But they do, my child. I have seen a vision of the Ringmaker, Celebrimbor himself. It is through him alone that Nurnen may be saved.
This land is rich and green, but there is a sickness on it.
These waters are bitter, and the creatures within them foul. But they will feed Sauron's war machine.
It's not often I beat a carnivore to death with its own leg. Any of you want to be beat with your own leg? Anyone? No? Could about some tracks, so the captain's doubled on the fences.
Collapses upon us. The Tower of Nightmare builds in Nurnen. The Nameless One returns.
Mother, take this.
Thank you, my child.
These visions corrode you. And what medicine we still have is fast done away.
My visions are the hope of Nurnen. If I must sacrifice myself for my people, so be it.
What happened in the Grey Mountains, Mother?
What happened, Lethariel? I left with the strength we need.
Information can be dangerous.
The difference between poison and medicine is often in the dose.
Saw a crowd stomping across the slave fields. Why didn't you kill it? Well, here's the thing. I could have sworn we saw.
Nani here, Gelar Mordor.
Someone right on its back. Look, man, boys, attack!
Sit right. Let the menfolk get their filthy hands on stuff they dig up.
Someone's got to dig for the artifact.
I speak with the mouth of Sauron, the second Dark Lord of this Middle-earth. Our will is his will. Mordor is ours, and fairly won. You will take this message from Sauron back to your Spider Queen Shelob, the last daughter of Ungoliant. Your eggs will not be allowed to hatch in Mordor. Your children will no longer prey on the Morgul flies. You will depart this realm, abandon your nests in Non-Ungol. You have grown fat on our generosity. We have fed you as we would a pet, allowed you to run unfettered. This ends now. Our union, as it was, has ended. Our will is irresistible. We have spoken.
Every creature here seems to live to slaughter every other.
And every one of them will learn to fear us above all.
This is the end! Heard a war chief went bonkers and hit his leg! Did you hear that? Escaping slaves! Rush him! My kill! You're dead! Cock it all! Flies seem to be following me. I can't hardly go nowhere without them buzzing around. I was going to scout Tower Bond, the slave city. The Orcs got a prison there, and enough people in chains to run the mines and the mills and make the city go. But there it was. One stinking fly. I could hear it buzzing, but couldn't see it or squash it. Thing was following me, I swear. I was out on a skip. Middle of the Sea of Nurn, and the fly was coming along for a ride, like it knew, following me like all the time. I can't get the buzzing and humming to stop. It don't matter whether I'm sleeping or eating or squatting. I can hear them. They're in my damn head. Make them stop!
The war that is coming will engulf all of Middle-earth.
Many powers are moving their pieces into place.
Lovely, dear. The dwarves made this.
You've been drinking. You smell like a mule who's gotten into the rock gut.
It's a fine anniversary present. Look at the craftsmanship.
Our anniversary was last week.
It was brought in from the sea.
You mean you won this at the tavern? My husband. Get in the house.
The rivers of this sea reach beyond the Efelduath. If the tribesmen can escape, they could travel north to Minas Ithil.
The Tower of the Moon.
Still, I'm afraid to say it's going to... It's going to hurt. I've done all I can. We've called for one of your people, but I don't... In the meantime, why don't you tell me about that? The medallion you're holding.
You just want to distract me. Very well. These are the two trees of Valinor, a symbol of the endless cycle. Life, death, and rebirth. Come closer, and I will tell you their tale. We must... I feel we must distract ourselves from the grim happenings of this day.
There will be no medals for us, Celebrimbor. No honor or glory.
That those who come after. Take the glory. We must keep hope alive long enough for them to have that chance.
Sorry. His wound was too great. I had thought...
You stayed with him. It is enough.
Here. He'd probably want you to have it. It's broken, but...
No, human. You keep it. These are ancient things, those trees. We watch them wither and die with the cold. But always, they return. We see strength in their roots, and hope as they stretch into the light. Let this token remind you of the elf you tried to save. Of the bond between your people and mine.
We are not the first alliance of men and elves to challenge Sauron within Mordor.
No, but we shall be the last. In victory or defeat, my people will diminish. Here, Galar Mordor.
Dog's practically unbeatable once he's riding around on one of those grounds. Makes me want to kill them all so we can't ride them.
When we march out of Mordor, we'll hunt down what's left of the elves and slaughter every last one of them.
A day will come when nobody in this land even remembers them.
From Arundel to Romania.
never good news. Yeah, I saw to it he didn't. All right, you stinking lot. Shut your goals. Shut it! That's some terrible news here. Terrible. Once again, the filthy humans sided with the dwarves, who had help from those sanctimonious bastards, the elves, who were rescued by, and I am not making this up, the damn giant eagles, to slaughter thousands of our brethren in what we should all be calling the battle to unfairly gang up on the orcs. Our lands get invaded, our chieftains killed, and our people murdered. Where does it end? I tell you it ends here, and it ends right now. They can't stop the march of progress. They can't stop us!
Nothing but...
These Uruk live for battle.
Then we shall not disappoint them.
Where was you running to earlier?
That cannon was tough as steel, but I heard it was picked up in the air and tossed in the dirt like it was nothing. I heard that too. No bad scum could do that. You know what I reckon? I reckon I hate every single one of you maggots. You ain't the only one. Oh yeah? I bet I hate you more.
We'll sort out our differences when the war's won. Till then, shut your gods and look out for trouble.
Hate how the boss rations out the front.
We don't think we've done good enough.
When you're on patrol around them. Follow, my friend. Look up, just in case.
By that time, we'd grown used to seeing them. But the shorter one had grown cold, distant. He could read the leaves, the lines in a man's hand, the bumps on his head. He could see, you know? And I guess it got to him. The knowing. They'd go off together, and you could tell when they met up with the orcs. The sky would darken, and there'd be hail, or rain, or winds that shook the trees. And then, sure enough, everything would clear. They never spoke about any of that. Although we'd always want to know. Best not, they'd say. The two left without saying a word. Only it was funny like. Because the shorter fellow left behind all his maps and the odd little board he used to see into the future. Traveling light, maybe. Or maybe... I don't know. Maybe he thought he'd have no more use for it.
Another mystery. Mordor is full of secrets.
The Order of Istari. Messengers sent to contest the will of Sauron. These two went east long ago and were never seen again.
Something good, that's for damn sure. Our warriors deserve more than they get.
Of course. It's always the berserkers who get them wrong.
What are you staring at the master for? Slaves only got eyes for working.
Think something just moved.
Trip him!
From the side!
Those prisoners up ahead. Close to death. Did you hear that? He's right here! I ain't like that! Come squirming!
Taste my blade! Stand against us!
Hit him down!
Help us, please!
I can make the menfolk shriek as loud as the crusade, laying an egg.
There are more of us up ahead. Please help them.
though my power is diminished, it is not wholly spent. We will not abandon Middle-earth and depart into the West until the betrayer and all his works are undone.
It's getting hard to know who to fight. Something just moved over there. Can't keep your eyes in your head. If they fall out. I'm sorry. Instead, Slaver. He's just so ugly. Can't believe a creature so foul could exist.
Careful with the pouch, Donovan. It almost went in the fire.
That old thing. Time to get rid of that rag. It barely keeps the pipeweed dry.
It is a rag, brother. And I'll keep this souvenir from our first hunt till it turns to dust. Remember us tracking that great spider through Mirkwood nearly 60 years ago? Then drawing her out using live bait?
Yes, but why do I always have to be the bait?
You have a quality. You make things want to kill you. It's a gift, really. But Torvin, this was your first kill. Ours together is what made you a hunter. And I'll treasure it always, brother.
I caught Deerhire puffing on that pipeweed once. He raided the garrison pantry and consumed a week's worth of field rations.
Human minds and appetites are a mystery to my people.
Please, my wife.
Yes, the Uruk have told me you to go on about her. Tell us what we need to know. Where are the bandits? Where are your friends?
I need to see her. I need...
Yes, your wife. Again. It has been a long time. And while the physical pain of your torture will pass, you will always hurt inside. The loss is like a gaping wound. You have suffered quite enough torment, and it is time for your misery to end. Your wife is waiting.
Damn you. They're in the woods. The hidden woods.
Take him away.
But you said...
Yes, our promise. You will be reunited with your wife, now long dead. No, you have betrayed your friends and doomed yourself over a distant memory, a phantom. And when you are reunited with your wife, know that we will also carry your skull as a trifle, and a reminder that our will is irresistible. Now go. Your wife awaits.
It's
are stories and fates more bitter than ours within Mordor.
Those who gave in to despair, who abandoned all hope of redemption. That is not our fate.
Gilead. They're burning the bodies there.
It's that bad?
It's worse. We've abandoned Duathan, either to the orcs or the outcasts. I can't imagine which is worse. We're thin on the ground here.
2 regiments worth called back home. Maybe a dozen more down with the sweats.
Maybe even more than that. I don't think we can hide it anymore, no matter how they change up the patrols. The orcs may have already smelt it out too. They're getting uppity in Mordor. Here, look at this.
That's quite a blade. Where'd you get it?
Off an orc scout. I expect he won't need it anymore. You keep it.
That is the spirit of Mordor, the knife in the back. They do our work for us.
They are united in their hatred of man, and dominated by the will of their master.
Snake dog, we got nothing to worry about.